Hello, my friends. Okay, follow up with my glue testing. So if you remember, I am trying to fix my butterflies, and yesterday I made this one. Oh, it's a reflection from the light, but you can see how beautiful it turned out. This is a back side, and this is a front side. Okay, so and today I will show you how I made it. And I think it turned out really good. Everything holds well, and I like my idea. So stay tuned. As always, I will show you my little secrets that I'm telling to everyone. So with DIY. So right now I prepared this my pre-cut. I had my butterfly. I do remove all this old wires, clean up with the alcohol rubber so it will have no spots, everything. And I glue these two pieces together so they will kind of hold shape. So this is iridescent film, plastic film, and if you can see, it's kind of has this iridescent things, which is kind of fine. But I like this blue, and in this butterfly, I probably will keep the bottom blue color, and will cover and we'll add decoration on this side because it kind of reflects a little yellowish, pinkish, something, different colors, which is cool. But I decided to make it like this. On this one, first I add on the front, and then I like it, and I decided to add same ornament on the back side too. And I really like how it turned out. See? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what you need, you will need pre-cut petals for a butterfly. I'm not showing you how, because what I do, I'll tell you. For example, I need certain size of a butterfly. I just draw it on the paper. If you are a crafter, I think it should not be for you a big deal. I just draw it, or you can print and you just do your way. And then you just cut shape of the butterfly petals. So basically you need this shape, two of them, and kind of bottom shape, two of them. So let me just turn the camera. I put like a white so you can see better. Let me just turn the camera to the table. Okay, hope like this you will see better. Let's see, probably like that. Okay, my phone, hope it will not fall off. So that's what I prepared, like this. Okay, so and you need, I use like this 18 gauge wire, but 20 will work too, because they are small size. For me, this is a small size because I usually make a gigantic one, but I usually make example of what I do. So this is my example to post on my Etsy shop, and I will give an option that the people can order. Yeah, I put it wrong way, like that. So people can order, different sizes and colors. Okay, so but in this time I will use 18 gauge, but it's not a necessity because let me show you difference between 18 and I don't know if you can see difference. This one is 18, and this one like this is 20, this is 18. If you can see difference, this is thicker and more sturdy than this one. This is soft. But for this size, this one turned it almost 15. The pink one turned it almost 15 inches in diameter. This one probably would be around 18 inches in diameter. So up to you, but I'm going to use 18 gouge one, just to make sure they will not be too flippy, you know. Okay, so first what we need to do is to glue the wire. So let me just check which side is I want to glue wire. Yeah, I want to glue wire on this side. On this side. Okay, like that. So, okay, let me just remove one because we will start working with this one. Since I am using 18 gouge, it's pretty heavy duty. So I don't need to add 3 wires. 2 will hold pretty well. And also, yeah, and I pre-made the center like this, center for the butterfly, like a body for butterfly body. I will not show you how, but if you're interested, I will make another DIY how to make this, but it's pretty simple, you know. It depends what type of beads you have. I just, you know, if you're a crafter, you probably have a bunch of them, so you can see what matches to your butterfly. I thought this will match to this one pretty well. And on this one that I pre-made, I use the pinkish colors because it's a pink butterfly. So I use, but it should be indicated, you know, color should be a little bit, so body would be visible, you know, I would say. Okay, let's start it. I'm going to use this my B700 glue in this case. And what I'm going to do, first I'm going to indicate where I'm going to place my wire. This one can stand pretty straight. I don't need to bend it. So I just indicate that would be right here, and I'll put glue. I will apply glue to the wire. Don't do too much, because the more glue you put, then harder it would be to, longer it will dry, you know. But again, depends on a glue you're going to use. If you want to see about my glue type of, I will attach the video where I was talking about glues. So you can use what you have available, you know, or you want to work with. I decided I'm going to work with this one because it has a little bit of color, so it would be visible on the screen, so where the glue is. So, and what I like about this one, oh, by the way, better use something, wood stick, or this is my plastic thing, something, because it sticks to the hands really badly, and then it's really hard to remove. And just carefully put it where I want it to be, and press and hold a little bit to make sure it's stick to the film, to the plastic. Okay, this doesn't dry that fast, so it's actually good that you have time to manipulate if you did wrong or something. But make sure the glue will leave a spots if you didn't put right immediately. But you can clean it with the alcohol rubber. You can clean the extra glue if you need. So right here, I'm going to make a little you know, wave to the wire, and it would go like this. So I had 3 of them, but since I'm using a hard, you know, 18 gouge, it's not a necessity. So that's where this will go. So I need to apply glue up to here. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. In this video, I will not shorten it, so you will see the whole process. So stay tuned to the end. I will show you my secrets, how I made it. And, make sure you apply glue very, very nicely so you don't have a bumps or anything. Okay? So now let's apply where we wanted to put it. Like this. In this case, you need to be very, very careful so you don't have to redo it. Okay? So now I'm going to press it so it would stick to the surface. Okay. Okay. And be careful because it's still not glued. If you see my other video, I told this doesn't glue very fast, but it's good for us as of right now. Okay, so we are carefully moving it because I'm going to work on this one right now. So right here, I'm also making a little wave on carefully like this, and without glue first. I want to see how this will go. Little more like that. So I'm going to glue this wire this way. Okay, so you will see based on your shape of the butterflies you're making. Basically they are pretty much same shape, but you need to make sure that wings will stay, and as I said, since this butterfly is not that large, two wires 18 gauge works very, very well. If you have thinner wires, then you probably would need to put more of them because to make sure it will hold well. So that's why I'm making this DIY for you, so you don't have to try as I do. I try this and I try that, and lots of waste of materials. But this is my business, that's what I do for a living, and I love it, and I have to, I have to make sure before I put for sale that it works, so okay, press, make sure that all wire all the way is pressed well and attached to the film. And I'm also kind of confusing how to name it so people will find it, because I tried to find if there's any DIY how to make a plastic butterfly, but I couldn't find it. Maybe people name it differently, I don't know. But if you see, I'm not touching anything right here yet. I'll show you what to do next. Why I'm not touching right here? Because it's still not glued well. I would need to give it a time to dry. So that's why I will show you one, and then I will do my next one and let it dry, and then I will come back with you on the same video. I just will need to give time to this to cure. So right here I'm going to right here So I'm moving it. I'm going to put right there. So I need to make a little wave. So like that. So this one will go like this. And I probably need to make a loop right here because it's getting too thick up here and it's not attaching well to the film. So I'm going to do it like that. So basically, see what I did? Like this angle. And you know, it's always something during you doing it, you know. So of course, anything you create takes time. I'm making my artwork like over 9 years already. You know, like a flowers, butterflies. I make from mostly I make from foam, but I have organza. I have paper flowers and butterflies. My favorite is foam because it's long lasting and it's good for indoor and outdoor. But I wanted to try this material too. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that, but for sure I'm going to make some at least for amount of materials I purchase, so it would. Let me just grab something that I can press better. Okay, see, I am pressing a little more. My eldest one, oh, sticking. It attached, but you need to hold it for a while, you know. So that's why I use this glue, so I can show you slowly how it works, you know. But if you will use a hot glue, it would glue much faster. But my opinion, I would recommend to use this B700 or B600 or Gorilla one. It's it will give you a little time if you made a mistake, you know. But the pros is that it doesn't glue that fast. But it's a con as well, you know. So you will have time to fix it if you made a mistake. Okay, so now I did this first layer. I will not touch it. I just carefully move it on the side, and we'll start working on the other half, gluing it, and then I will come back with you for the rest. Okay? Alrighty, stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. So they are almost dried. Still a little sticky, but let's keep working. So right now what I'm going to do when it's dry and you know it's kind of like almost there, I'm going to move this wires to the line. It's very important to make sure they are lined up like this, you know. So what we need to make is to make sure they are together in like this flat. That will help us to work further. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little piece of Mac and tape and just attach them together to make this flat, a little flat area. So they will stay together, not running around. Okay, like this. And what else I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some extra because they are thick and I don't want and I don't want it's too thick. Is it lightning? Okay. My lighting is a little bit funky. So like this, and I'm going to cut couple of extra ones because I will explain later, because this wire are thick, and they will make kind of thick area, which I don't want. So I'm cutting some extras, leaving this too. If you have a thinner wire, you might hold. If you have if you're using 20 gauge one, you can keep them, but this needs to be cut. So like this flat, and I'm doing the same thing with this one. Okay, just straightening up, still holding right here, because this one is still a little bit, my second one still a little bit sticky. Let me cut it before I put together. So I'm cutting a couple of longer one. They has no need to be here. Okay, right now, same thing, a little piece of masking tape, and stick them together. Okay. Like this, little flat area. But now, as I promised, my trick, that how did I apply. Do you see me well? It seems like not quite. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, that's the best I can do. Okay, so but you see the majority. Okay, so now my secret that I promised you. This is a little bit kind of like camera on my way. I have for my this butterfly, I used Mod Podge spray, but in this case, I want to try this Elmer Craft Bond. We'll see how it will work. And to why I did it. So before I forgot, I don't like these lines that showing, you know. And I was thinking, I want to cover them. I wanted to paint them, but then I thought like, well, let's try do this. And I have this like a wrapping paper, and I tried it, and I really like how it turned it. You know, this would be enough for this butterfly. So what I'm going to do now, see like this, it's right enough. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to spray with this Elmer Craft Bond. We'll see how it will work. Okay. And it's good that I have this looks like I already don't like how it works. Looks like Mod Podge worked better. This is bubbles happen here. This I don't like it, but I already apply, and let's keep going. Okay, make sure you apply it all the way where they are. And now, important, you need to remove all the bubbles, all the bubbles that is in there. Okay, looks like they're gone. They're supposed to dry clear. They're supposed to dry clear. And We'll see. With the Mod Podge, it worked perfect. We'll see how it will work with this Elmer thing. It's supposed, because they are pretty much similar, kind of like a consistency, or what I would say, quality, but you never know until you try. Okay, so keep going. See how it turned it cool? Yeah, you need to work right here very, very good, so you make sure there's no bubbles and everything is attached well. Okay, so far looks good. So now I'm going to do same thing. Come on, come on, come on. Now I'm going to do same thing with the other one, and I'll show you what developed. And honestly, I kind of not very happy how it stick. Still a little bubbles in there. So in this case, I would say, yeah, Mod Podge working better. Elmer makes more bubbles. Yeah, looks like for my second one, I'm going to use, I better use Mod Podge again. This a little bit not quite, it's okay, but you know, not quite what I want to see. There, it creates kind of bubbles. We'll see if it will dry well, but as of right now, too many bubbles. And in this case, it's like a your colors is very shimmery, and they don't, it's not like they are super visible, but they are visible for me, you know, and it's not what I want to see. Even when I spray it, it's sprayed with the bubbles, which I don't like. Okay, but we tried. Now we know Elmer, not very good for this project. That's what I have. It's actually wrapping paper. And let's cut another piece. Okay. And attach to this one. You know, I am not going to use Elmer at this time. I'm going to use my Mod Podge one. Let me move a little bit like this. Do you still see me? Do you still see me? I hope so. Okay, so now I'm going to use Mod Podge. I didn't like Elmer. It's too bubbly. No Elmer. Let's use Mod Podge. Mod Podge, it's the one that is proven. So what I do, spray. See how it sprays much better and thinner. And now, very carefully, apply. Okay, and just grab something soft, you know, to attach like this. Okay, here you go. And it's stick almost immediately, and doesn't do this bubbly things. But we'll see how it will dry. Maybe it will dry well. And sometimes when customer asking, why is that expensive? I would say like, hey, watch the DIY and then you will understand why. Kind of a little bit attached to my, to here, so I need to remove it before it's glued to my towel. But yeah, you need to put something on your table so you don't, so you won't ruin your table or your surface you're working on. When you work with a glue, it's always better to protect your table. Otherwise, it would be terrible very quickly. Okay, let's see what happened here. You know, Mod Podge is almost already dried. And this is too, you know. Actually, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, now what I'm going to do now. Oh, gosh. What I'm going to do now I need to cut all this extra wrapping paper. So basically, when you cut, you can leave about 1 millimeter around, you know. And then I will show you the next step. Is ready. Okay, and let's cut this one. Looks good to me. And another trick is we're going to just using lighter and remove all this extra imperfections of cutting it. And it's actually kind of give it extra strength. Okay. Okay. See, now it's perfect. Right here, a little. Okay, and then you just watch, you know, like what you have. Now I'm happy with what happened, what developed. This is okay. Almost dried. And the same thing with the second one. Elmer is still a little wet. So I would say, so another experiment, I would say use Mod Podge. This one. This will work. This works better. Okay, so I don't want you to wait another day to finish up. So here's the 2 blue area and 2 in this one. On this butterfly, I don't want to do on the both sides as I did on this one because I really like this blue color right here. It's very bright and nice. So, but now what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it just on the edge of my table like this. See, like this, and do okay, and the same thing with this one. Just flip it. So now you know why it needed to be flat. So now that we can attach this two like this, easy peasy. See, like that. And I like that it's this blue on the back, because if you pull petals up, it will has like a bubbly decorated in like this blue on the bottom. So it would be very, very cool, I think. And now what I need to do is I am putting this right in the middle, the buddy. Okay, move closer. like that. So try first before you glue it. See how cool? And now I'm going to glue this 3 pieces together. Okay, where's my glue? I forgot to turn it on. Okay, so I will turn it on my glue gun. I forgot to turn on my glue gun to heat. Okay, let me try this instead of waiting for my glue gun heat up. Let's just add a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, so I don't need my glue, wait for a glue gun now. I will turn it off. Okay, now put the body here on in the middle, and this part, and hold it. See how it turns beautiful? Yay! And let's attach so we don't have to wait for a long time with a little masking tape. Tape is always handy. Okay, and it will glue. I don't have to wait when it glues. Okay, now it's basically ready, and I like how it turned it. So these are all movable. You can you know, shape the way you want, like you want you know, up or down, you know, these wings. And I have like this white tape, so that's what I'm going to use to cover this area. Okay, and I am trying to, I used paper, you know, crepe paper to cover this areas, but then I found that tape holds better and looks better, you know, so I purchased different colors of this tape, and it's like easy peasy and much quicker and holds very, very well. Okay, one more piece, and now I will explain you why did I cut the bottom part. Right here is a little part sticking out. Let's cut it. We don't need it. Like that. Here you go. See, nice and clean, white, and it's a tape. It will hold forever. Well, nothing is forever, but in this case. Okay, now let me pull my camera before it fell off again. Okay. Hi. Okay, so now you can see what developed. See, this wings are movable, and that's what I like. See, it's kind of blue, and there's bubbles on top, bubbly, and this. I want it thin and bendable. So basically, you can use on a like this, you know, on the pipe, and put it in it on a pipe, or just hang it, or making like a loop hook or whatever, and it would be very easy peasy to install in whatever you where you're doing your decorations. And here you go. Da-da-da-da. See how cool they are? This is a pink and blue, and they are flying. I think now I like what develop. Now I like them. See, that's what I wanted. It would be blue on top and with decoration here. And this is also, it looks pinkish, but it has a decoration in both sides. Looks cool too. Oh, I forgot to adjust this mustaches. So, but these are wires, so that you can just do it the way you want, like this. So it will have a, so they will have a nice shape on them. Okay, what do you think? Let me know. Now I like what happened. Da-da-da. Good? Good. Okie dokie. Alrighty, I'm done. I'm done with my projects. I'm happy what happened. So I'm going to, so now I need to take a good pictures of them and post on my Etsy shop. And we'll see. Hope they will find a home. Okie dokie. Bye-bye.